He's a good player. Yep.
Does his he's a very tall, very long guy? Does that cause some trouble for offenses?
Yeah, the other guys are tall and long too, so it's they have a couple tall, long guys, and they're pretty big. So it's hard to devote special attention to him because of the others. But he's a good player.
If you guys can kind of neutralize those defensive linemen, does that really affect their cornerbacks? Do they rely on that kind of pass rush for those guys to be able to play their game?
Well, they rely on those guys, and then those corners are pretty experienced guys, so they've got experienced corners. But yeah, protection's always a big deal.
You guys have had a lot of success this season in kickoff coverage. Is that a bit of a priority for you guys more than maybe for other teams?
Probably so. We put top guys on there, and we have done some good things at it.
You always hear that every phase of the game is equal. Special teams is important as offense or defense. Do you think that's true? Do you think a lot of coaches think that's true?
Well, I think it's true that you should put your best players on whatever units you have, no matter what it is, because and I don't know that everybody shares that on special teams. We do. If a guy can't start on offense or defense, then why can he start on special teams? Might be able to, but you got to evaluate, make sure you're putting the best people.
Oregon's defensive coordinator indicated yesterday that they really wanted to take away the run from you guys. Stopping the run was a concern. Do you feel like a lot of teams play you guys like that, or is that kind of unique?
I think it varies. It varies what they do. A lot of teams just mix it back and forth, try to keep you off balance, mix a lot of stuff, try to keep it off balance. Typically not outside of their package, what they've done up to this point.
Is that an area where Connor's improved, is being able to pick up when defenses are mixing things up?
Yeah, I think he has. And then our running backs are a little more explosive. Our young linemen are getting tuned in. So
obviously they run it where you guys pass it, but some of those core principles about speed and space, do you think that you guys share that?
On what now?
Their offense versus your
there's
offense.
no question. They specifically spread it out. They're throwing it more now than they have, but they specifically spread it out to get space to run the ball, and they'll have run game reads on the space that they get, and then they do the same thing with the pass game. So
obviously, a couple notches above Portland State's talent level, but as far as their DBs go, how similar is the look that you guys will be seeing this week?
Kind of similar, because they both they'll man it up, and then they'll also drop off. So there is some similarity.
With experience and speed on the Oregon defensive line, how do you expect your offensive line to respond to that?
Best they can. They're getting better every day.
Mike, is the best way to deal with a fast team by being more physical than them?
Well, the best thing is to be precise in what you do. Just be precise in what you do, so that you kind of maximize what you're able to do. Because if you get sloppy, then all of a sudden you're equalizing what they do, and then their speed becomes more of a factor. So the biggest thing is be as precise as you can be.
You told a radio host recently that sometimes you take advice from unexpected places. You mentioned a janitor. Has there been anyone in the last couple months you've gotten advice from that might be unexpected?
I don't know. It's hard to say. It all just sort of soaks in. There was a fella in Valdosta State that I used to talk to, and he's just a good guy, but he'd have common sense observations about an individual here or there. And so, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.